everyone, welcome to Navajo Tea Time. Today we have two very special guests with us. This is our first time filming on location. This is our first time filming with guests. And we're really excited because we have Christine De Angelis and Ahsaki Chachere joining us to have a conversation about Native entrepreneurship by women, for women, but also serving communities on a whole other level. So, Christine De Angelis is from Flagstaff, Arizona. She is the owner of Northern Arizona Glam Squad located in Flagstaff. The Glam Squad is a full-service hair salon and on-site wedding hair and professional makeup team servicing Northern Arizona. Christine recently extended her businesses to include Arizona Glam Management LLC and Arizona Glam Squad servicing Central Arizona for wedding beauty services. Christine is half Navajo and half Hopi. She was raised in Palm Springs, California, and she now resides in Flagstaff, Arizona with her husband and her extended family. She is a 5-star mother and a 5-star wife, and we're really happy to have her here with us.
And here we have Ahsaki, and she is the founder CEO of Ah-Shi Beauty, the first Native American-owned and operated luxury skin care and cosmetic brand in the United States. As the face of the brand, she is pushing the narrative to show the world that Native American and African descendants are here and their beauty will be recognized and respected. Ah-Shi Beauty brings much needed positive change to the beauty industry. Ahsaki was awarded the Native Business Owner of the Year in 2021 and the Natani Leadership Award by Jeanette Pride in 2020. Yeah, so those are our guests, and this is the first episode of Navajo Tea Time in the year 2023, so we're super excited. We've been off the entire month of January trying to really schedule a lot of things like this in this beauty salon and with a lot of different guests with different opinions and life experiences in the world, so we're really excited to start off the new year with you two.
Awesome. And their new updos and makeup.
Yes, all our makeup and our hair is done today by Ahsaki and Christine.
Yep, so all of our makeup is Ah-Shi Beauty, and our hair was styled by Christine herself from Northern Arizona Glam Squad.
It was fun. We had a good time this morning.
I mean, I gotta admit though, look at this hair. It's amazing. I love it.
It's a vibe.
And I'm wearing the Shushed and Egg collection robe because they said you could wear it for lounge or out and about, so it's going to be out and about today.
It's gorgeous.
Awesome.
It is. I love it. It's beautiful.
I need one.
You can go to Macy's online and get it.
So today's roundtable is going to be between us four. We have a number of questions that we formulated for Christine and Ahsaki. So I will be guiding the questions, and then we'll have a conversation and kind of bounce the conversation off one another. So, all right, the first question for you two is, why the beauty industry? So I think Ahsaki, you can start.
Why not? Why not the beauty industry? But no, it's an industry that has ignored us for so many years, mainstream, and it's just so amazing to see businesses, grow and be seen more and more day to day, because what we're building today is really setting up for the next future generations to come. So I'm so happy that we get to, team up and really demonstrate that it can be done and that Native women are great at the beauty industry.
I'm glad that I'm actually meeting somebody else in the beauty industry. I haven't met I don't think any Native American women that are in the beauty industry like I am, so it's nice to have a partner in crime in that. Yeah. So I hope to see, a lot of growth, and I would love to use some of your products.
Oh, yeah.
Love to test out your products, see them how they work, and just kind of incorporate it, because we might as well support each other while we're growing in our businesses. That'd be nice, I think.
Schedule my hair appointment today. It's great that we get to demonstrate that even though we were working really hard in our own separate paths, but coming together and now joining forces and showing that, yes, the beauty industry is very competitive. yes, it's, you know, it could be catty and all these things, but, you know, that we're two boss babes in this industry, and we recognize that we need each other more than anything, because we're ourselves in this industry.
That's true.
And I'm so happy that you guys were able to put us together.
Yeah.
Networking, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep, that's what it's all about. So there are three talking points today I was hoping that maybe we could touch on. But maybe, Christine, you can answer the question first before we go into that. So why the beauty industry?
It was a happy accident for me, actually. I needed something to do. I was a stay-at-home mom for a really long time, and when my kids went to school full-time, I was with the dog, and I kind of, you know, that was fun for a little bit, going out to lunch with your girlfriends and all of that was great, but after a while you feel kind of like, wow, what am I doing with my life? I need to do something. So I have a bookkeeping background and a billing background. I really didn't want to go into a cubicle again. That wasn't my idea of, especially being a stay-at-home mom, you're used to a different day every day. I did not want to do a 9 to 5 and just look at 4 walls. So I decided that one day I was complaining about it to my hairdresser, and she said, why don't you just go to beauty school? That way you have the freedom to do what you want. If a client needs something and your kids are priority, then you can go ahead and cancel the appointment and just, you know, go do something with your family. It's not like nobody's gonna die.
Yeah.
So you're fine, they will reschedule. So I went ahead and took her advice. I left the appointment and I went straight to the beauty school, and I registered and I went home, and my husband was like, what was your day like? And I said, I went and
Really?
applied for beauty school, and he was like shocked, because like he didn't know, like he was like, I've never even heard you talk about doing hair before. And I said, well, I've got to do something. So I gave it a shot. I went to school for a year, but I realized that being a stay-at-home mom really helped me as far as schooling went. I was very detail-oriented because I was very detail-oriented at home. I was, you know, on a schedule with the kids. I was, you know, trying to make my house beautiful. I was trying to do scrapbooking. I was doing online stuff too. And I realized that detail that I put into my family just naturally, you know, kind of made me realize I'm a very detail-oriented person in general. So everything that I did in beauty school came very simple for me, easy for me. And because I'm from California, I went and took extended education in California.
Oh, I see.
So my very first makeup class was with Mario Danivanovich, who is Kim Kardashian's makeup artist.
Oh,
So yeah, it was his very first class he did, and back then he taught one-on-one. So I learned a lot from him as far as confirmation about what I was doing right and what I needed to work on.
Yeah.
It gave me the confidence to branch out on my own. In addition to that, I just felt like, you know, I was worried going into the beauty industry because I felt like, you know, I'm older, and how am I going to be successful? Because beauty industry is really for a younger group of people, younger women. So, but I did realize over time that I did find my niche within that community, and I service people that are like-minded like me. So yeah, it's a great avenue to be in, and it makes me feel young at heart, actually. Yeah, keeps me young at heart, keeps me laughing. That's the best thing about coming to work every day.
Well, you created a wonderful, energetic, youthful environment here.
Oh, thanks, honey.
And that's something I love about coming here to get my hair done. The vibe is always very nice. It's very clean and hygienic, but it's also like energetic. You know, the music you play, the conversations we have, they've always been.
We laugh a lot, which is so fun. I do that a lot with all my clients, which is great. Yeah.
I can see that. There's a really good rapport with people that come in here. And of course, you know, when it comes to, you know, prepping for Navajo Tea Time, but for work and other things too, you know, I value deeply good quality products, and that's where Ahsaki's company comes in, because the makeup that she's created, it's very high quality. You put it on, you feel good, you know, you feel beautiful, and it doesn't make you break out, it doesn't, you know, hurt your skin. And I think it's really nice that there are people that have such high standards, you know, for themselves and their businesses. So the talking points I was hoping we could touch up on, are starting a business with true purpose, popularity versus impact, and visibility for the Native community. So, I'll throw the ball to Ahsaki, and then you can kind of, touch on any of those topics, however you want.
I'm going to start off with building a purpose, because I'm really big on that. Because, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, you have to go into this industry and understand the good, the bad, the ugly, and accept it. And that it's not going to happen overnight. And that when you're in this industry, especially the beauty industry, again, it's super competitive. There's a lot that goes in it that people don't see. They don't see those late nights. People don't see those, early mornings. They don't see the struggle of supply chain and everything else behind the scenes. They just see the product. So I'm happy to be on a panel like this with you guys and really get down to the nitty gritty, and I really stress more to the younger generation or anyone who wants to start a beauty brand to do it, but also, do it with good intentions. Do it to create a brand that is bigger than just the product, a brand that people can relate to, a brand that the world can see its impact, because we not represent ourselves, but we represent our entire nation and Native nations and our sisterhood. So all eyes are on you, and just to be mindful that, you're breaking barriers, and that there's tons of people, our ancestors before us, are right there cheering you on and with you, and you still have your people and preparing for the next generation. So build a purpose.
I love that.
I love that too.
Genuine and honest, and hopeful
Thank you.
at the same time.
Yes, I don't want to scare people. I'm like, but it is reality, any storefront, like what you built here is so beautiful. When I first walked in, and I was like, like literally, I gasped. I literally gasped, and I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. And just to know that one of us can create spaces off the res like this, and take up space.
Mm-hmm.
So I, commend you. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, sweetie. That's so nice. Popularity versus impact. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to go back to is what we were talking about a little earlier is Instagram. One of the things that I see a lot is a lot of false advertisement, and it's kind of I don't know, it's a turnoff, I think, now to a lot of people, because it's like you're not presenting your true self. That's one of the reasons why I never really got into social media and from a video standpoint and talking about myself, because I just felt like I don't want to have to create this false persona of myself. It's easier for me to deal with people one-on-one and show people who I am one-on-one and talk to them about their hair care or any issue about that they're having regarding their self-esteem or their look that they're trying to go for. It's easier for me to do the one-on-one with people, because I do genuinely care about how they feel about themselves, because I can feel their energy, and it makes me really want to help them in a genuine way. However, I see a lot of stuff on social media that is not true, and I know it's not true. A lot of people, just even on Facebook, I see make statements that are just so beyond what I know who they are. And now you're seeing companies like Morphe going under because they created, products that weren't what they promised the public. And that's why I was always so thankful. I wasn't a big Morphe fan. I never have been. I have used their products. I've had a lot of people tell me how great they are, but I use a lot of good products. So I go through the gamut of makeup. I know what is good, what is bad. I read the ingredients. I understand what they are. So for me, I just, I love like Jaclyn Hill brushes, but I don't necessarily like all of her products. I didn't really like a lot of Jeffree Star products. And I'm not saying anything bad about Jeffree Star. I think he's a great influencer. He's built an amazing business for himself, and I commend him for all the hard work. He does things that I would never want to do, which is normally be on television or on film or on video. That's very nerve-wracking for me. So I like to stay in my little corner and just take care of my people that come and see me on a regular basis. But I think for me, I also think it's important that I do try to keep up for myself personally within, you know, what works for business owners everywhere is to be in front of the camera and try to be more comfortable there. I'm doing a pretty good job today, I have to say, because I'm talking up a storm and I didn't think I was going to do that. But yeah, so I'm thinking that this year, from everything that I've seen and read, that TikTok and Instagram is taking a new approach this year to be more organic, which I think I could fit in better with.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that comment, and thank you for being so brave and coming on. I know that, you know, it is nerve-wracking, and sometimes people do have reservations about coming on camera, so I really do appreciate you both showing up today and, you know, not just exhibiting your talent for us and, you know, doing our hair and makeup, but also just being willing to sit down and talk to us, with us, about these things. And thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, hon.
All right, so did you ladies, have any prior business education or experience before starting your current business?
Well, yes, because my family were ranchers. So, you know, we have sheep and cows and, you know, that. And then we're from a rodeo family, so that's a business itself. And then on top of that, you know, my dad is like an inventor. And then I was like a little hustler because like during summer months in the dot season, like during the Cracker Jet Throw, so I kept all the good high-end brands, candy and chips and stuff. And then I would like sell it at our movie night with my family. And my grandma had this little service bell, and I would set up by the wood stove, and I would just ding, 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 canteens open, and then overprice the product of my sales. And because I was like, I was winning already. Like I was already there. I was like, I didn't have to buy this. It was all straight profit. And then I paid rent with my grandma's house. So it was like legit. But you know, I guess I could truly say I was born to do this because it goes even further back because like my great-great-grandfather, Ahsaki Beauty, he had a trading post. So I was like, it was already kind of like instilled in me, and it was just like finding my niche too. And I was like, what am I gonna be happy doing? So I'm a foodie, so that's where the concession stand came through. And then I love fashion, I love beauty products, and I just love everything else that comes with it. And yeah, so I guess it was a trial and life learning experience, and yeah, I went to school and did all that stuff too. But I was born to do this. Yeah, I was hustling my own family. Okay, though. You gotta start somewhere.
And you, Christine, did you have prior business experience before opening your business?
I don't have formal business experience, but I do have kind of a similar experience where I had been around. My father was a stockbroker, so I was used to going with him to his client meetings in Palm Springs. So I met a lot of black and white classic film star that lived in Palm Springs, California. So I would meet a lot of them. And I find that that experience so like rewarding for me now, because it's really influenced my career actually now. That time that I was able to see a lot of in-person film stars and realizing that they're, you know, real people, as well as watching their films, which really inspired me with hair design and makeup. But seeing my dad hustle and seeing him negotiate and be very personable with people really influenced me to be my own business owner. Because sometimes I would ask him, why do you need business cards? You know, and he would explain it to me why. Why are we going to Los Angeles to see a client? And he would explain why. So I feel like that made a huge impression on me. So I feel, you know, I never expected to be a business owner. It never even occurred to me until my later years, but I'm glad that I followed my instincts and went down that path. And then I did have some sort of guidance that wasn't just, you know, gut instinct only. So yeah.
I feel like a lot of like different Native people have that experience. So like with my family, they did a lot of roadside business, and like you're a kid, there's no daycare, so you also worked at the roadside business. And so like watching my grandma, my mom, and all my aunts sell jewelry and stuff also like I guess helped me figure out what kind of business I didn't want to be in and find one I liked to do better. What about you, Adrienne? Did you have any business experience before opening YKB?
Well, I'm one of the co-founders of the Native American Business Incubator Network, which is Change Labs. So with that, I did have a lot of training, professional development related to incubators, related to business startups. So I actually helped launch a number of businesses before I started my own. So when you're there teaching, you're also, learning all of those methods as well if you hadn't already known them. And so I didn't go in as an expert, I showed up as someone wanting to learn. I'm the kind of person that constantly wants to improve their methods. And it was very rewarding to see all of these businesses take off, and to see them be established and to see them thrive. And when it was time to open my business, I really that wasn't something I aspired to do. It was something I was encouraged to do by a lot of my colleagues because they wanted to contract to me so I could continue doing work after I moved back to the res. Because we were based here in Flagstaff at the time. And so they were like, if you want to do long-term contracts over $10,000, then you need to start your own business, so why not an LLC? So I thought about it, and my husband and I decided that we would go into partnership and we would launch our own business, and it would be for that purpose, to continue doing work on the res with the incubator and with the network as a whole. And then we started to formulate our own ideas of what we wanted to do to create our own services. We became official vendors for Goal Zero products on the Navajo Nation. And that was really to meet a need that we saw existed because of energy disparity on the Navajo Nation. And we wanted to be a part of that solution. And so that was kind of me circling back to work I had done previously before working with entrepreneurship with a nonprofit called Eagle Energy. So, through the business, I was able to do work that I really loved, to work with people and communities that I care about, and do it in an authentic way that I was in charge of and that I could customize to my own liking. And something that I'm really big on is this idea of a business model related to, or built around right? Our relationship to people. Because one criticism that we always saw and heard when it came to our research on businesses on Navajo was this lack of customer service and how people didn't feel like they were treated right. And we wanted to do something that was a little different, these based business models, and to put that to practice. And so that's what we've been able to do. So I guess my answer is yes and no. In some ways I had training, other ways I didn't go to business school to do this, right? So yeah, but it's been fun.
Do the clap.
She just smashed it into his face. Yeah.
Not a very Navajo friendly. It's like a weird label you're putting on yourself.
They protect us, they guide us. And my father, he worked in law enforcement, so he was.
You witnessed police pulling over cars.
If you got to slap a senator, you slap a senator. Incorporating language and cultural aspects into. Who's your celebrity crush?
Pass.
It's at a point where you're just like, what am I